Linus Tech Tips hasn't steered me wrong now, and I hope he continues to not steer me wrong, because apparently the Steam machine may likely cost around $699 USD in freedom bucks, if you will, according to Linus Tech Tips, as he predicts the pricing. Insane, because originally it was because of the stuff that he was talking to about Valve that I originally created my video on what if the device had cost $800. Now, of course, nothing is truly set in stone, and I really do think that Linus is probably going to change his tune a little bit should anything change when it comes to the tariffs and stuff that are going on at the moment, but who knows where everything's going to fall in the end. So the question ultimately comes to, what's a reasonable price for the Valve's upcoming console like Steam machine? Ask 10 people and you will get many answers, but understandably there's a prevailing hope that the company will keep it as low as possible, 500, maybe 400. Just last week, the YouTuber and technology analyst Linus Tech Tips justified we shouldn't be anticipating a particularly inexpensive approach because of the whole idea of them wanting to push it as more of a PC rather than wanting to actually advertise it as a console. And basically, new news, Linus has now assembled a detailed video detailing how on why his prediction 699 is 699 USD. This of course doesn't mean that the Steam machine will cost 699. Linus is not a prophet, but he's done a compelling job in making sure that that could be a possibility. Basically, the US gamers will be forking over $700 and other territories might get a similar conversion. Even though that may be the case, it's still worth keeping in mind that in other countries you're still going to be paying a bit of a markup in that sense, so it's worth keeping that in mind. But yeah, as reported at VGC, who I probably should have used to be completely fair as the source for this, the prominent YouTuber took it upon himself to build a PC with specs as close to a Steam machine as he possibly could. In an ideal environment, which we're definitely not in right now, the combined hardware utilized to create the computer comes $602 in all. In 2025's utterly bonkers state, however, we're looking at a bit over $900, chopped down slightly to $813 if the pieces aren't from first-rate manufacturers. Given that Valve is not one of us, and it has various ways to overcome some of the expensive hurdles which Linus faced on the road to making his own Steam machine, he suspects $700 will be the sweet spot. It's probably Valve's cost today, and there'll be some opportunity for them to improve their margins over several years lifespan of the device, and their initial investment gets paid off. Also, someone spelled initial wrong. Have a fun one at that one, I guess. Linus could see things getting as wild as $800 for a Steam machine if things get even worse with the current tech market conditions. But he is hoping that none of that happens. And then I go down to the comments and there's one dude saying, why are we still talking about this? It's going to be 700 to 800 USD. And the reason why we're still here is because Steam hasn't said anything yet. They haven't said anything about the pricing. The fact that the Steam machine is going to be a hot button topic for quite some time, given that PC gaming is huge at the moment, and this is Steam's second attempt at making a console. So I think this is going to be big news for quite some time. Some people might already have it in their head that it's going to be $7 to $800, but even then, regardless of whether those people are right or wrong, we're all just sitting here trying to make guesses based on what we know about the machine. And the thing is that nothing is truly one-to-one in our guesstimates for the most part. Like I said, what if the thing costs $800 is the kind of question that I asked before. And when I looked at my comment section, a lot of people, I would say it was pretty much 50-50. Yeah, it's worth it. Nah, it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, I do think it's going to be on the higher end of what people are guessing. No one guessed, I think, less than 500, I don't think. I think 500 was the lowest that I got. And yet, people were willing to go up to like $900 basically. So people are willing to pay money, but the problem is that if you don't officially release numbers, ultimately at the end of the day, it's going to cause you some problems when it comes to the audience that you're trying to sell to. You're giving them less information and they're trying to guess that information that you've kind of left them with. So I don't know how you could possibly think that people aren't going to stop talking about the Steam machine until the price officially does get announced. And while I like that Linus Tech Tips is predicting $699 based on him trying to build a machine, very easily I feel like Steam could get a lot of parts for themselves very easily through other manufacturers that are first rate, that are willing to give this Steam a massive discount, because people know Steam. Anyone who plays games on PC knows what Steam is. They know how big Steam can be. And so whoever these guys partner with to get the parts for it, it's going to work out in the favor of the manufacturer because of how big the Steam machine is going to be. We know it's going to be huge. We know it's going to sell a lot. The question is how much. Will it be worth it at the end of the day? Will there be a higher attach rate? Which I imagine there will be. But even then, it's still worth considering all of these individual elements as we continue to ponder what on earth the price of this damn device is going to be. But with all of that being said though, I'm very curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this in the comments below. Do you guys think Linus is actually onto something that this could cost 700 USD? Or do you think that maybe I'm closer with 800 USD? Because I feel like this comment actually nailed it basically squarely in the head, because that's what my final question kind of comes down to. Between 7 to 800 USD, where is this thing going to ultimately fall at the end of the day? I think Personal Coffee is onto something, and God forbid that this thing costs 800 USD. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year. And with all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.